Morning, everybody. It is the morning of December 7th. This is Lincoln Snyder, and I'm reporting on my first full day in Bergen. I arrived yesterday at the airport around noon, took the tram into the city, got familiar with the town, checked out the Christmas market. It's a beautiful city. I think most importantly, I had 7 exchanges in the wild, 5 with service people as I was buying stuff and getting settled. I think my most successful one was buying shaving cream. Also bought a Bluetooth keyboard, so that one went well too. Used Google Translate, rehearsed the conversations, went in and bought things. I'd spent the flight starting to acquire vocabulary and then work on phrases. And so, the mechanics of the language is already starting to stick a little bit. But I think the biggest progress I realized that I needed to make was in just rapidly building out that lexicon. So I came back to my hotel room early and worked with 2 apps. Clozemaster, so they have a widget called the 100 Most Common Words. I now have all of them in play, and it uses closed tests to teach vocabulary. I'm backing it up with another workbook they have called Fast Track Level 1, which is the 1,000 most frequent words in order. And so you just go right through your frequency dictionary using closed tests to teach. I'm also using an app called Memrize. Memrize has actually gotten a lot better over the past years. They actually have videos of native speakers saying words and phrases, and it teaches you the word in 4 or 5 different contexts. With both apps, I actually set the settings so I have to write the word when questioned before I'll get credit for it. So I think just forcing the written production helps in making sure that it sticks. So I know that I'm going to get to those 100 words in active vocabulary pretty quickly. I've got all these cognate lists that I was building before I left. I realized on landing that the use of the most frequently used words is very idiomatic, as it is in many languages. So I know those frequency words are really going to help me probably during the second half of the stay to really bulk up that lexicon. But I had to focus on using the words as they get used in everyday speech. So today, I am going to be checking out a few things in the city. I'm going to go to a coffee shop and do some work there, hopefully buy a pastry and an Americano and some oat milk. I'm going to be looking for some books in Norwegian, in particular Lord of the Rings, which is something I like collecting in languages that I'm learning. I'm going to be visiting some museums. I have the Bergen card, and so I get to play tourist. And I'm going to be taking a funicular up to the top of the hill outside of town, just outside of town. It's not a big town. Plus, I'm going to have to order lunch and dinner. So my strategy, I'm going to actually rehearse conversations for each of these things and hopefully be ready to go. So it's been a lot of fun. I think that I'm learning very quickly and looking forward to sharing out more with you. Bye.